Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to travel. See? Ah, wasn't I cute? Well, I'm all grown up, ready for you to take me on a road trip of a lifetime. Just go to @TRVLShow on Twitter and tweet me. Tell me where I should go, what I should see and do when I get there. I'm Oliver Potter and this is #Travel UK. Okay, so I'm really excited about this week's episode because we are in the capital of the UK, London town. God save our Queen, Queen, Queen. Okay, that's enough of that. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Come on, let's have an adventure.
I would do anything just to get you back again. I would do anything at all. I know I'm not innocent, you deserve a better man. But let me just hold your hand once more. Ooh, 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 I wanna take you out. Ooh, 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 show you what I'm all about. Ooh, 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 make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him, I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him, I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, cause we're still sleeping in my head.
So where better to start the day than being beside Tower Bridge on this lovely, lovely weekday actually. It's very busy for like tourists on a weekday, I have to admit. Yes, lots of people, lots of energy, and yeah, it's great. So it's Pride Month here in London. So well, it's Pride Month everywhere, I guess. So there's I'm looking out for lots of LGBTQ plus kind of things. My aim is actually to try and find myself a flower crown because apparently that's the LGBT thing to do. So exciting stuff. Okay, so thank you for the suggestion. Yes, it's beautiful. The bridge kind of scares me. Bridges do kind of scare me along with lots of other things. I think the biggest thing about this is the middle bit when it opens to let bigger boats come past. I just had visions of like being on the on the bridge and it opening and, you know, falling to my death, I guess. Okay, so I'm absolutely buzzing to be outside the Westminster Abbey. As you know, a few royal weddings have taken place, and one to mention is probably Kate and William. Love them. Our generation of royals, love it, love it, love it. It's cool. I would love to be married in a place like this. However, I'm not quite sure how the gay way to do it. Like the way to do it, I'm not too sure. Does someone come down the aisle? Do you meet the groom already there? Like, do you come down the aisle together? I'm just not too sure. So I've actually had a thought about this, and you know what? At the end of the day, it's not about how you do it or the way you do it, because you're there for a reason. You're there to be with the person you love, to seal your love with, surrounded by all your loved ones. So really, the way to do it doesn't really matter. It doesn't. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. because it still has to happen, doesn't it? Maybe we'll just walk down the aisle together. But that. It's my wedding day, it's my wedding day, it's my wedding day. That's what I'll be like. That's how I'm going to do it. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. I didn't realise how big it was. It goes all the way back as well. I wanted to do a little vlog round the corner, and because that's where I thought the main entrance was, but apparently not. That was just the side of it. No, this is the main entrance. Hello, Westminster Abbey.
I've never been the one who's worried, always been the one who's keeping it cool. The kind of guy who chill while others hurry. I didn't know that I've been the fool. I've been telling lies about something real, but I know love is based on honesty. Kept thinking how real love should feel.
Well, that was an absolute nightmare. Very, very busy today. Ridiculous. But it looks like I have got to Oxford Circus. Well, this is Oxford Street. I guess it's the kind of the same thing, isn't it? Oh god, it's very busy here as well. Red buses, the typical touristy thing. Oh god, I'm very confused right now. There's too many people. I felt very claustrophobic down there. Oh, okay, but now it's nice to be out in the open, for sure. Okay, cool. Here we are, Oxford Street. Hello.
I can hear the silence as I'm walking by. Everyone's so quiet. I know the reason why. I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna lie. I know you can see it. What you got yourself into. What you got yourself into. Come and say something. I wanna hear your voice. Give it all or nothing. The moment's getting lost. Ain't no time for stopping. So show me what you need. I know that you want it, but what you got yourself into? What you got yourself into? What you got yourself into? I can feel your eyes on me.
All the eyes on me, all the eyes are not on me.
Yeah.
All the eyes on me, all the eyes are not on me. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are not on me. Eyes on me,
All the eyes are all on me. Loving the attention, I feel we're so close. Building up tension till it's about to blow. Another dimension, I already know. I know you can feel it.
I've made it to Soho, the place where it's full of love. It's full of love. Everyone's having a Friday drink and enjoying themselves, and I'm just leisurely walking through. It's great because I was talking about stereotypes and how people think that all gay men fancy each other, or like all gay men fancy all men, which is not true because people are just, people can be friends. It's the whole thing about boys and girls being friends. Like, do you know what I mean? It's stupid. Why can't someone be interested in the same sex but not be questioned about whether or not they're together? It's ridiculous. Love isn't always about, sexual things. Love is about someone who supports you. Love isn't just romantic, it's family. It's someone you can talk to in all hours of the day, and someone who makes you fills your heart with joy, and you can't wait to talk to them, and whether that be romantic or not. It's just crazy how the perception of love is aimed at one thing. But yes, I haven't managed to find my flower crown yet though, so, and I'm struggling to find one, so I don't know whether this whole flower crown thing's a myth, actually. I feel like I've really failed my mission to find a flower crown, but you know, you can't have everything in life. And especially when you walk in London, it makes it 100 times harder to find anything you want because you've got these bloody dawdlers.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for.
So here I am outside Buckingham Palace. It's bloody amazing if you ask me. I think, well, everything around here is just so regal, and if you have a look here, right behind me, of course, is the lovely fountain, and I don't think that's cheap knockoff gold from... Everybody just loves the camera. I love it. Come on in, guys, come on in. I don't think that's cheap knockoff gold from China, I'll tell you that. I think it's the real deal. But yes, this is definitely somewhere I'd like to take my little brother. He loves all these kind of adventures and stuff, and loves everything to do with London. I mean, he lives here now, so yes, he would enjoy it. My little brother's such a unique personality. Obviously, I made a video with him that went pretty viral, I guess. It's kind of reached 6.5 million views at the moment. And yeah, it's still rising on YouTube. So, how would it make you feel if I married a man? He melts my heart, he really does. His reaction didn't just have an effect on me, of course, but it didn't have an effect just on the people who watched it, but it also had an effect on my dad. It kind of opened his mind on things, and I've spoken about my dad in previous episodes. But yes, I think that was the kind of moment where my dad kind of realised, you know, it's acceptable, it's fine, we can move on from it, and I feel like he might have thought, why on earth would I even ever have a problem with that? So I've just received a last minute tweet from Kathy K, and she says she'd like to know more about the places we visit. Well, Kathy, here you go. Hashtag Travel UK presents the history of London. Well, sort of. London in prehistoric times was merely a collection of rural settlements. The wheel. It was the Romans who were responsible for the city we know today as London. They invaded Britain in AD 43 and soon afterwards founded the city of Londinium. So aggressive! It is thought that the original city wasn't that big at all. It was about the same size as Hyde Park. Wrong Hyde Park! In AD 60, Queen Boudica, also known as Boadicea, rose up against the Romans, who fled. The city was then burned to the ground. The Romans eventually regained control and rebuilt London, this time adding a forum, a basilica, and share 6 shows a week. The Romans left at the beginning of the 5th century because, you know, the Roman Empire crumbled, which left London largely deserted. We don't actually know too much about what happened in London during this period until the Normans invaded from France and William the Conqueror took control during the Battle of Hastings in 1066. And hey, these are the Normans. No, that's not the Normans. Are you kidding me? The city grew up, the houses were made out of wood and plaster and crowded together very tightly, with the upper floors leaning out over the streets, which were usually either cobbled or dirt. And shit was thrown out the window onto the streets too. Oh, that would be my worst nightmare. In the early 13th century, King John showed how important London had become by giving the city the right to elect Lord Mayor every year. The most famous of the Lord Mayors was Dick Whittington, who was elected as Lord Mayor 4 times between the years 1397 and 1420. That's him. London was the centre of trade and government under the Tudor monarchs. The Tudors established a number of palaces in and around London. Except from that. That's not a palace, that's a diner. Jesus Christ. Anyway, they used to create parks, deer parks, so they can indulge in their favourite occupation of hunting. Ah, call the RSPCA. No, that's mean. The first theatres were built during this time, and one to mention, of course, one of probably the most famous theatres is the Globe Theatre, in which Shakespeare owned a share. However, the original Globe Theatre burnt down in 1630. Of course it did. London loved a bit of fire, didn't they? Christ. In 1640s, civil war raged in England, with Charles I and his army battling against Parliament led by Oliver Cromwell and based in London. The king lost and was beheaded. Oh, not pretty. And Charles II was crowned at Westminster Abbey in 1660.
Bring out your dead!
In 1665, rats, oh hello Mr. Rat, rats on board trading ships brought the bubonic plague to the city of London. Ugh. Because people lived in very close proximities and hygiene standards were very low, as you can imagine, the disease spread like wildfire. If someone in your household was infected, a Red Cross, not that one, what was it? I think it was goat's blood or something like that they used to paint on top of your doors. Or was that the story of Moses? I'm not quite sure, I can't remember. No, don't hold me accountable for that because I'm not sure. But anyway, yes, if your household was infected, a Red Cross would be painted on your door. Your house would be boarded up and you would be isolated for 40 days. Quite intense. Whoa. Another day, another fire. A small fire accidentally started in Pudding Lane in the city of London in the September of 1666. The fire lasted 4 days and wiped out 80% of the city. London.